welcome to Duisburg City. Let me show you guys around. This is where I am. This is Duisburg City, around the train station. That place is train station. The other one is hotel. This one is hotel. Here, here is hotel. Here is train station, and here is the hotels. This one is offices. Got the wonderful design. Just take a look around my city. I will just make just a short video. First of all, I will start from the. I will talk about the interview that was conducted with Trump. I will discuss Ukraine. I will discuss Russia. I will discuss Europe. I will discuss United Kingdom. um, I will touch some areas, and I will jump into Africa. I will discuss Biafra. I will discuss Nigeria. I will discuss election. The judicial system of Nigeria will also be involved. So, without wasting most of our time, let me start with the interview conducted by CNN in that town hall, interviewing the former president of United States, Donald J. Trump, by a 23 years old girl. Just a young girl that has no, how will I put it, or that has zeal to showcase what she's up to in making interviews and questioning the most hated person um, by the elite in the United States. It's not the most hated person in US, but the elites of America. They don't like Donald Trump. They don't like him at all, because Trump want to dismantle the Soviet system that they want to establish in the United States. Do you know that America is now becoming, most of you know nothing about the Soviet during the time of the end time of Soviet. The corruption elite got to corrupt. Both the security apparatus of Soviet get corrupt. Criminals were everywhere stealing the Soviet wealth. That is what I'm seeing today in America. And Trump is getting annoyed. Donald J. Trump want to change all these things, want to dismantle it. What do? They are trying to bring him down. They are trying to play down on him. They are trying to do all sorts of rubbish about him, knowing quite well that the current president of America in the United States of today, he's not the person ruling. That man is full of drugs to stand. If you see him talking, it's like a robot. He's no longer functioning. That he must be there so that the impunity, the same. Then looking at Joe Biden, I will come back to the Trump interview. Men looking at Joe Biden of America today, I see Yeltsin of Soviet Union by then. Yeltsin, Americans will give him alcohol, he will drink and he will be dancing, he making fun of Soviets by that time. That is what I'm seeing where Joe Biden is. He's behaving abnormal. Things are not working for US. Economy is collapsing. All sorts of marvel of things are happening to US, and they don't give a shit about it. The citizens are sleeping on the street. Hardship is growing by the day. Infrastructure in US is crumbling. Nobody gives shit about it. But somebody want to care. A patriotic American want to care about his country. What do? They want to draw him down. They brought him into a town hall claiming that it's an interview. A presidential candidate for that matter. A young lady of 20 something years old is interviewing former president for that matter, presidential candidate for that matter, and also Trump, the owner of Trump Towers all over the globe. That lady has never achieved the worth of the workers of Trump in Trump's industry. But she stands firm as if she has every right to abuse J. Trump in, in CNN. Let me tell you, let me make a decree now. I'm an African, I'm an African European. I want to throw out a decree. Just watch out, today's date is what? I will call on this guy that bought Twitter, you know, Elon Musk. He should get ready because he's going to buy a new company. And the new company he's going to buy is CNN. Watch out. It's going to happen. That's what I'm telling you guys. Because that company, that news platform will collapse. Abusing, I'm seeing the type of abuse that are going on all over. I mean, all over United States, where men are. Women has taken over the day. Men, short. A day will come, any man that say hi to a lady will go to prison in the US. The way things is going in the United States. Imagine this little girl belittling herself, showing that in her lifetime she can't even achieve pin. She can't even furnish her own room. She's being used. You know the why I like Americans at times? They love using people. After using you, messing you around, they will just dump you. They will dump you, they will forget you, and that's all. I was watching how that lady was jumping around, tangling, not even giving Trump the room to answer questions, trying to show maybe her directors that you see, I show Trump the way. I challenge Trump. You know, I don't know what they want to achieve, but I believe that this girl had been set up right from time, just just against Trump. But after Trump, they are going to collapse. CNN going to collapse is going to collapse because normally CNN is one of the tools that are being used as foreign policy of United States outside America. And as they are coming back now, back in-house in US, that means all they have practiced since they have been working outside United States, they are going to implement all these things inside the United States. And it's not going to end well. I'm telling you guys, it's not going to end well because America will collapse. Many may ask, why am I saying this? United States is going to collapse because if you watch how the Soviet collapsed, they keep on showing the world they are still mighty, they are still great, while inside them they are decaying, knowing quite well. Big shots are stealing the wealth of the nation. If you come to America now, which people are the richest? Look at Joe Biden and the family colliding with CIA of all CIA, running the affairs. Joe Biden family has now become one of the richest people in America from zero, only because of Ukraine. Using Ukraine as the center of money laundering, you know. But if America fell to bring Trump back, I am making this decree that they are going to collapse. And it's not going to end well. They are going to collapse in a very bad way and bad form. Hello, my brother. I'm now seeing your tweet. Sorry. So let me now jump into Ukraine war. The war in Ukraine is now showing, revealing all sorts of manner of things. I believe if you will ask the president of Ukraine what he thinks today, or if the clock will be wind back after seeing the future, going back to reality, and you ask him if the opportunity calls again, if he would like to go to war with Russia, he will say no. Why am I saying this? Because they are fighting in the name of to regain their territory, but they are being used, heavily used, for the interest of the people that has hatred on Russia for many, many decades. The problem in Ukraine did not start today. It's quite unfortunate that Ukraine is the offer that need to be sacrificed to maybe to please their mind. You know, America want to get Russia down. Britain is the worst that hate Russia to the in short. Britain has been trying using every instrument. Even they used Turkey during 18 something, I believe so, or 17 something to fight the Russians. Sorry, a call came in. So they use all these people to fight Russia. France, Turkey, even they came on their own, they lost the whole war. And Ukraine, not knowing how stupid they are, you were part of Russia fighting all these people. As the wise people normally says, the best way to fight the strongest warriors is to bring two of them to fight each other. They are now using Ukraine to fight his brother. They made all sorts of promises to Ukraine. During the time that Ukrainians were negotiating with Russians in Turkey, the former prime minister of Britain ran to Ukraine and made all sorts of promises to Ukraine, promising Ukraine how there will be no limit in supporting Ukraine. They will give them everything in their arsenal to make sure that they deal with Russia. That was the promise they made to Ukraine. As the war broke out, they started giving Ukraine Second World War equipment. Second World War, with a beg, Ukraine is begging. You promised me this. You promised that I should resist, that you are going to defend me. Now you are not coming for defense. Now give me the equipment I need. At least if I can't win Russia, at least let me secure my territories. Second World War equipment, fighting the modern technology of Russia of today, giving you handful of equipment just for media's sake. They will give you this bomb, you will use it today. Hey, press will write, you see, Ukraine have bombed this place. Ukraine have shown, giving you Putin blood nose. Your people are dying in thousands, while the West are there to publish. To publish. Oh my God. The worst thing that will happen to any country is to allow a film actor to become your president, because everything will be like film acting. He won't know he won't even know the reality again. He won't know the real world and the film world. Ukraine, a president, a leader that says, I love my people, I love my country. The blood of your people should be sacrilege, should be so holy as the West value their own blood. They don't want to waste one of their blood for any Ukrainians. And I'll be watching Ukrainians saying, we are fighting for Europe. The war we are fighting is for Europe. If Russia win, they will step in. You are stupid. You are the most stupid drug addict that I have ever come across to see. I'm talking to the Ukrainian president. You still have chance to end this war. Let these people keep their paper dollar. Russia will help you to rebuild. These people can't help you. Joining big boys club. I want to join the NATO. I want to join the NATO. NATO you want to join. Turkey is part of NATO. Cyprus is part of NATO. Greece is part of NATO. But Turkey and Greece are fighting NATO members. America is propping up terrorists in Turkey's border, NATO member. Hungary is NATO member. They are giving them sanctions. I don't know the type of leaders that is. Maybe if you fool your country to become member, maybe they will be paying that person maybe $100 million per month because you fool your country into it. And all they are doing, they will bring their military to occupy your territory. If war breaks out, they will push your people at the war front. They will never go to defend you. They will always remain at the back. That is how America fights. Look at Iraq war. What happened in Iraq? You haven't read or watched the real Iraq war. The first battalions that pushed down Saddam Hussein were Iraqis. All of them were Iraqis that destroyed their country, and America came in and occupied it. Yes, all over the world, they use you to destroy. They will never die for you. We are going to send a shadow storm bomb to Ukraine. 4 pieces. 4 pieces. Look at how large Russia is. 4 pieces. Oh my God. At times, I do, I do, I look at these so-called white people. I see that these guys are opportunists. All that they have is opportunity that put them in those positions. Had it been that African leaders will stand up, decide to become patriotic of their nation, fix their country, decouple themselves from these losers, I think all of them will be knocking at the door of Africans to come in. Now this war is going on in Ukraine. The whole world are now seeing the annals of the West. All of them are neo-Nazi. All of the Western elites are Nazi. All of them. They are now trying to do away with all the whole history of Russia in the whole Europe. Who wins Second World War? I watched American press secretary saying that America won Second World War before everybody's eyes. Before everybody's eyes. America was in England, planned how to enter France. And from France, they enter Germany, western part of Germany. Is there where the World War started? These two countries, is that where the war started? Russia liberated themselves. Russia liberated all the whole Baltic states, all the whole Baltic states, both Austria, all of them. Russia liberated all of them to Berlin. And these good for nothing people stand up and to tell us America wins Second World War. Let me ask you, who do you think that win Japan War? Whom and whom do you think that fought Japanese? Do you know how many Nigerian, African soldiers that died in that Japan war? Do you think that Americans can fight? Why don't they go war on their own? These people are a bunch of losers that all of them are, what will I say it, kissing men. They will leave the where they are fighting war and they will be looking men anus. You know, I said Japanese war. Do you know that Russians help America to subdue Japanese? No, the history won't say it again. Oh, why would it say it? Who are you to say such a thing that Russia helped America to subdue the Japanese? Do you know how many millions of Nigerian soldiers that died in the whole Asian countries fighting the Japanese? Nobody cared to tell you about it. Do you know how many Cameroonians died in that particular area? Even though in Vietnam, do you know how many Nigerians and French people died in Vietnam? They will never count you. You know, now they are poking for Second World War. Do you think that they want to fight it alone? They will still involve Africa. But if the war finish, they will use broom. They will sweep African history under the carpet, and they will sit on it and say that we are the guardian, the garden on planet, and the rest world is jungle. And the African leaders will keep quiet. I watched the coronation of Prince Charles, and I watched African leaders jam-packed in a school bus. You call yourself a leader. These guys are scout commanders. If I will be the general of this country's military, as soon as that president comes back, I will sweep him inside prison. Direct. You call yourself a world leader? If Europe or America call African leaders, all the president will line up like the kings of Igbo land waiting for Atiku to visit Eastern region. They will line up in the airport and be waiting for him. But if Africa has a summit with Europe, they will send one envoy. One envoy. What a shit. Why can't Africa send one envoy to represent them? No, no. No, they want to go there so that they will also negotiate how to move money out of their country. What else? What else? Look at the world history. The Soviet monument are being dismantled. Have you asked yourself why? What does the war in Ukraine got to do with Soviet monument all over Europe? They want to rewrite the history. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. Today, all of them will stand up. They will call Nazi Germany. Hitler is a German, Nazi Germany. Who formed this Nazi Germany? It was Britain and the United States, including the French. All of them collectively, even though, let me tell you, you see, the worst thing that can be your neighbor is Poland. Poland is the worst neighbor you will have on this planet. Every dictator that has ever existed, Poland is the first country that will run and sign treaty with them. But if they lose, you will see they will reject you as if they have never seen you before. The Hitler, they call you Nazi Germany, Nazi Germany. German is Nazi country. But who set up that Nazi? Nobody asked these questions. Hitler built what they call it, camp and put all the whole Jews there. And Hitler killed the Jews. Hitler destroyed the Jews. And upon all the whole citizen of the world, of the globe, Hitler singled only the Jews out. What did they do? Nobody asks. Nobody asks. Did Hitler just stand up on his own, just on his own? Just look at the world we are living today. Without propping something up, it can never grow. Every terrorist, 95% of Al-Nusra, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, Haram Boko, every terrorist on planet belong to United States. How do they come into existence? How do they finance their money? Terrorists are allowed to use the European SWIFT to move their money from A to B, but Iran and Russia are not allowed to use the SWIFT. Who cares? Hitler Germany. Who formed the Hitler Germany? Who feed Hitler? Who made Hitler from an ant, to become a Godzilla? Something. He ate something. Hitler ate something to become that Godzilla to swallow everything. It was created only to destroy the same Russia. You know, I don't know why the press are not even telling the world the truth. They don't want the world. Look, my brain is now interconnected to this I will call it network of manipulation. Network of manipulation in the highest level, using press and suppression of social media to change the narrative and hide behind the scene. You can see them, you can be able to identify them, but something else will distract your mind. But they are there. Hitler was created to swallow Russia. But let me tell you, if you sharpen a knife, a machete, let me call a machete, and you want to use that machete to cut something, You don't put that machete on top of something and start cutting it. It won't happen. You must raise your hand to grab the force to cut something. And this back side is Europe. At the front is Russia. So before Hitler hit the Russians, it first of all sweep the whole Europe. That is how it happens. And before gathering the force to hit on Russia. But Russia didn't fall. No tree that you will hit with machete once and it will go down. You will hit and hit and hit. Even the muscle of your hand will get heavy that you can't even hit again. And Russia is still standing. Hitler failed to destroy, to achieve the dream of the West. Do you think that Ukraine would achieve it? Let me ask the people watching this program a question. What did it take the American government to throw nuclear bomb on Japan? How many people did Japanese kill on that day that made America to take that strong decision? Oh, Hansman, greetings, my brother, greetings. Do you know why I'm asking this question? What did Japanese did to America that pushed United States to press that red button on Japan? Do you think that you may kill up to that level for Russia to react like United States? Hmm, a very powerful question, isn't it so? Hmm? I have spoken. Think deep. How far? How many Russians do you think that the West will hide behind Ukraine and killed before Russia will react the way United States react against Japan? Is the question. Are you going to kill half of the Russians? Are you going to kill 10%, 2%, 1? Or if you are coming closer to 1%? You know, they say that the nuclear doctrine of Russia is blah, 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 blah. But what I'm seeing how Russia is doing their thing, they are following American former footsteps. Watch it, my guys. Everything that Russia is doing today is photocopy of former American policies, decisions, things they have done before. They call it the Pandora box that America activated before. Is what the Russians are using, utilizing to justify every step they are taking. Yes. Am I oppressed? No. How do I know all these things? Because I have seen America as a liar's liar, highest liar. They lie so much. America never respect their signature. American words are like smoke that after the fire, it will just evaporate and disappear. You can't see it again. American promises it's like, allow me to use a dirty word, allow me. You know, when a man is on top of a woman, and that man is doing and the woman now notice that his bread is no longer, using, he's no longer using this side to think. He's not using the downside, to think. And you ask him, Papa Kechi or Kechi's father, he say yes. Um, what are you going to do for me tomorrow? I will buy you a plane. Hey, I will buy you a helicopter. That is the American promise. As far as they are on top of you and pumping it, as they want to ejaculate, and you every promise on planet America will give it to you. America will give it to you. I'm going to build this skyscraper. You see this skyscraper? I'm going to build it under 58 seconds for you. You see this city? Hey, I'm going to mount it in your territory. That's how America. After that, they are no more. Their promise is empty vessel. Everything they promise to you, they won't even remember it again. That's how they operate. And Russia is not dealing like that, but every other steps that America took, like using nuclear bomb, they know what happened in Pearl Harbor, and Russia, if similar thing like Pearl Harbor happens, I am telling you this, the owner of Miro Africa, this video is evidence against me. Russia will destroy United Kingdom once and for all. Mark my word. Mark my word. If America like, they can go to Britain and build the highest technology. Hmm? Let me tell you, my people, America may be using their press to sell to the whole world that they possess the largest technology. Upon the whole American technology, they can't even fly to this sky. You see where my hand is pointing? On their own. Upon the strongest, most powerful, large money, dollar, everything. Every other world is jungle. Them and Europe are the largest technology hold on planet. They can't move their ass out of this planet to the space. Let me remind you, America, that rocket that SpaceX that is flying is African technology. Elon Musk, the owner of that technology, is an African. That is South African technology operating in American territory. Americans on their own possess no tech. So they will promise you how they will defend you, but they can't even fly out of the space. They can't do it. Russia that is backward, Russia that has no money, Russia that has no nothing, go and look inside Russia. Go and search your YouTube now. Watch inside Russia. It's more clean than the entire Europe and America combined. First of all, point of correction. I'm underestimating things. America inside United States is fourth world country. It's backward than Nigeria. America that everybody is running to is fourth world country. Europe is one. Yeah, let me say Asia and Russia are two. Africa is three, America is fourth. You may argue as you like. Go and look at the infrastructure. A normal Nigerian will not go and live there willingly. I said willingly, unless condition come bend crayfish before a Nigerian will live in that place. If you look on the street, all of them has turned to zombies. They will stand and they are sleeping. Human being in United States, the most richest country on planet. Such a thing you can't find it in Russia. But they will use their press, CNN, CNBC, decorated studio. They love Hollywood. They love art and film. They love winning everything on film. They love flying on. They love SpaceX on film. But in reality, they possess nothing. I said America possess nothing. They will try to tell you how backward Russia is. Let me tell you, all the scientists, chemistry, um, 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 experts are all Russians. Physics are all Russians. They are working in the United States. How many are US producing or supplying the world? They are only harvesting what the world is producing and claiming the largest. They have nothing. And it's time if we start making it clear for them so that they will pull their eyes out of this vision camera that they're putting on and start looking inside their country. They will know, oh, I'm living in a visual world, but in reality world, where am I? Am I in Mars? That is the truth. I hope they won't censor this video, but I'm telling you the gospel truth, nothing more. I am in Germany. My country is good until America stepped in, start occupying this country. The whole forces have signed treaties and leave. America don't want to leave. They occupy, they manipulate our government, they manipulate our elections. The people we are choosing are not the one ruling us in Germany. Let me make it clear. Koro Koro, they are manipulating our elections. And if you try to open your mouth, they will call you terror. They will give you names, and before you know it, court will write letter to you and they will start judging you, pressurizing you. You know, there is nothing like human right again. That European values has come and gone. You know, the best method that could have saved the Europeans is the communists. But America used thin air printed money that has no value to buy the mind of politicians around. And now we are facing the heat. I said we are facing the reality now. Things are no longer the way it is before. All the whole companies that are here, American companies are not paying tax. They are the largest. They don't pay tax. How do we survive? The same game they play in the United States is what they are bringing in. They smuggle the Green Party into power that are now collapsing the economy of Europe. Say if Israel is helping them. I said America is harvesting. I didn't say that they are producing. Listen to my English. They are harvesting every every resources. England is using plane, empty plane. England will move empty plane to third world country called Nigeria, and they will harvest all our doctors, our nurses, and move them to England without visa, without passport. As soon as they are stepping out, they are giving them resident permit. If you want to travel to England, you will stand in Nigeria. They are using empty Boeing 737 maybe every 2 3 months. Ask somebody who is working in Nigerian airport. They will tell you the truth. They will pack one in Lagos, the other one will be in Kaduna, and the other one will be the other side. They will harvest the whole Nigerian graduates and move them to England. And Nigerian government, they know no value of all these people. They keep quiet. How can a country come into your country and pack your citizens and leave? Do you know that it's because of what they're doing to Nigeria? That is why they went to war in Syria. Because Syrians have the highest engineers, doctors, and these guys don't want to leave Syria. They have been given all sorts of scholarship for them to leave Syria. They don't want to leave. What do? They take war. they created ISIS with Israel and push it in, and the people were forced to leave. And you know the worst case scenario? The worst story behind it is that Turkey now throw their net and pack all the whole targeted people that is Europe are targeting. Turkey pack all of them and seize it. And Europe will start threatening Russia with sanctions. They don't want to tell you in open air that look at the game we are playing, and Turkey went behind and stab us at the back. Oh my God. You know? And now, do you know why they want to go to war in China? You think that it's because of Taiwan. Taiwan is nothing, let me tell you. China don't want to fight war. China don't want to fight war. But let me give you one expo. One expo. A normal Chinese studying in Germany, finish studying, start working in one company, and they were paying him 1 million euro per month. A Chinese. They are paying him 1 million euro. And on a good day, this guy said, sorry, I have to resign. Why? I need to go back to China. They toppled that money up to 2 million euro per month. He said, no, 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 no. I want to go back to China, my country. They do like this. Sorry, sir, I want to go back to my country. And Germans, we are watching, this guy traveled to Germany, to China, back to his country. Do you know how much he's earning? 50,000 euro in a month. And he's happy serving his country with 50,000, the money that worth 50,000 euro per month, leaving 1 point something million euro behind and went back to his country. Those people, They want to use bomb to chase them back to Europe. That is what they are doing. There is nothing like Taiwan. They are telling you, China want to attack Taiwan. China don't want to fight a war. Europe want to use bomb to send those talents back to Europe. I tell you people before, I said they don't like to spend money. They don't like to buy. They don't like to spend. They like to reap. They like Europe love to reap free of charge. They rip you off. That's all they know. If you want them to spend money, you want them to get aggressive. Yes, all they understand is how to shoot bullet. They will do everything to provoke war, but I trust China. China is ancient country like Iran. Iran is also an ancient country. And let me tell you again what the West are doing. You know, when the West conquered Egypt, do you know the first thing they did? They burned down the whole library. The whole library was destroyed. They went to Mali because the first university on planet started from Mali. The time they entered Mali, Malians were so smart. They shared the whole library in every individual's house. They turned it to library. And the Europeans went to the library, it's empty. Everything that is there is rubbish. But they still burn it down. So the remaining ancient history that they want to uproot, to destroy, is Iran. Many people know nothing. All this game they are playing, there is secret behind it. If you look into the DNA of the West, the DNA of the West, you know they said that the world started from Africa, right? If you look African DNA, I mean black man DNA, you know whenever they see you, they call you monkey, they call you animal. Ask doctor. Black man DNA has nothing to do with animal. The only DNA that carries animal DNA is the white people. Why? You may think that I'm stupid because they always tell you that seashore is stupid. But if you dig deep and research, there are people that created them, and they were created in a purpose, for a purpose, sorry, for farm work and other things, and they overpowered their creator. That's why they want to destroy everything history that may link to those things. You can't be their maker. It's impossible. Shouldn't be accepted. But as I mentioned Israel, and somebody said Israel even helping them, there is nothing like Israel, young man. The people you call Israelis of today, let me give you one exam. And I know that this camera is an evidence against me. Let me give you an exam. Let me give you an exam. You are holding smartphone, right? And your smartphone has Google Map. Activate your smartphone. Every holy places, you know that Bible tells you about Israel. Hmm? Google it and put Africa. You will see the whole holy places inside Africa. Holy, I said, we did not leave Israel and move to that place. We are the original. These people there adopted the religion of our forefathers centuries before Christ. Their fathers adopted, and these Israelis you are seeing today, you call them Israel, they came from part of Crimea inside Ukraine of today. Ask them, they know the truth. There is nothing like white Israel. There is nothing like white Israel. The real Israelis are like me and you. You may argue, let me tell you something. Search for the original Egyptians. There are foreign Egyptians and there are original Egyptians. The indigenous Egyptians are like the Sudanese, and they are also in Egypt there. Towards the Red Sea, you will see them. They are still dwell in those areas. You know, this world is full of manipulation. The only people that perform miracle till tomorrow are the holy people. Number one, in Igbo land, you see it every day. You see that the gods always come out when something happens. Gods activate. You see that if you give king to the wrong person, you see what the gods will stand up in a daytime and start destroying things, killing people that took bribe. These things never happen where white man is. We are the original, and our God never died. Hey, has your forefathers ever told you that the God of our forefathers has ever died? It can never die. Jesus Christ died. It's not God. Everything that the West, even though the saints they brought to you are dead people, everything that white man brought to you are dead gods. But we are the original. Everything we worship is not dead God. I worship Iyeke. Iyeke has never died. And I called Iyeke, Iyeke came out. I saw it. I was living in Europe. I don't go to native doctor. I don't go to anything Aroshi. I go to the gods of my forefathers, and I called it, it comes out. Believe in yourself. I said every holy places that they say that is in Jerusalem, in Israel of today, Google it and put it Africa. It will show you, and there you will know that the map of the world was turned upside down. The Israel of today near Egypt is at the down bottom of the map, while the head of the map is South Africa. And if you the winter always start from south, and it will reach up to Nigeria, and then it will go to Europe. That is the head of the world. You know, they manipulate a lot of things. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to stop. I'm jumping up and down. But my people, that's all I can give you today. God bless you. It's already late. I need to go home. I love you people all. Like my video, share it, be part of the making. Tell yourself the truth. The gods of our forefathers are the God that has never died. It's not evil. Yesterday, I was watching one program and my daughter was there. There is one ceremony they perform in Africa. This masquerade, human being don't dance this masquerade. The villagers, if the time is coming, they will go and cut sticks and they will bend those sticks and tie it and place it somewhere it will dry and they will do some sacrifice on it. On that day, they will carry this masquerade and put it on top of that stick and they will throw some waters and give command and this thing will start dancing. Do you know what my daughter told me? She said that that is voodoo. That is voodoo. Voodoo is not good. And I asked my daughter, my daughter, listen to me. Listen to your father. The West told you that our religion, our culture is evil. Say yes. I said, do you see people standing around there? She said yes. I said, are they not clapping? She said yes. Are they not happy? Are they not dancing? She said yes. I said, did you see anything evil or fear in their eyes? She said no. I said, don't allow yourself to be manipulated, my daughter. Everything of the black is good, is holy. This thing that is performed here, nowhere on planet that thing will be given order and it will listen to. It listens only to the voice of the ancient. Only the voice of the ancient. That's why everywhere you want to perform miracle, not they use church and yeah, Jesus and whatever. But if you want the power, every black man is a talented gene. Let me use the word gene. And for some gene to get activated, some of them has the power to heal. Some of them has a lot of power to do a lot of things. And whenever you use Igbo language to sing holy songs, I mean holy voice, it will activate that gene in you and you will start performing something that is abnormal. It's not your fault. It is we. Our people, don't die and rest in peace. Our people die and join the ancestors and look over our communities and their children. And you will see, you don't call on your father, you don't call on your dead mother, you don't demand things. You will go and demand Jesus. St. Paul, who you know nothing about. Maybe Gerhard Schroeder of former German chancellor, in the next 20, 50, 100 years, he will become saint. You will be praying with his name and you will try to answer his name. But Ego Beke name, my mother's name is Ego Beke. My father's name is Chim RLM. I will never call, I will never bow, I will never pray. The people, the creator that created me, that without my mother meeting my father, I will never, no human being on planet will born Zebedee. No, it will never happen. I will leave these holy people that created me, that made me to stand here, that gave me the basic knowledge on how to think, on how to reason, on how to move, on how to do things, on how to calculate. I will go and follow somebody they call Jesus that I have never even known anything, that has even a girlfriend, that even some the book of Enoch even revealed that even either he ran away to talk your way. I don't know where he get children at. They did their mathematics. A lot of stories are behind it. That the Roman Catholic that form Roman Catholic with the pedophilias that are sleeping with animal and human being, men sleeping with men, they form Roman Catholic and brought it to Africa. You love to protect the borders of the West and you call yourself an independent man. You love to protect English to tell an Igbo man you are sounding too Igboitic and you call yourself an independent man. You call yourself a freedom man, knowing quite well that you are carrying gun, knife and bullet to defend the kingdom of the West. I was in Africa the day my brother was doing child education in the church. I don't go to church. I was invited. I was sitting behind the Reverend Father, watching the agent of the Roman Empire standing before the kings of the land, ordering them to be laid or to stand up, and they will stand. The king of my land inside that church is a baby. He will stand up, watching the remnants of the Rome, putting the Roman attire. They call it the Reverend Father. It is the Roman attire. And they will command them, stand up, go on your knees. Only him will be standing. Be lay not, kneel down, sit down, and he will lecture you. He will lecture you. You don't dare do a shit. And you call yourself a professor. You call yourself a man. You call yourself a graduate. You are a educated, illiterate animal that never read history before. They will tell you, we have given you independence, but you are protecting everything of the West, colonizing your people, stealing from them, even telling the ancient religion that they are evil because you know, Akwogo, for you must die. Either you obey, follow the rules and regulations of the ancient, or they will kill you. Or and no remedy, no border, no church, nothing will save your anus from them reaching you. And you tell me my God is dead. And Americans that are Christians are using Bible religion to steal entire Africa, to jam pack our all everything that belongs to us, to turn even they test their dead drugs on our children, watching them dying before their eyes. They don't show no remorse. You will embrace their religion. You will protect their religion. Since Nigerians have over 6 million churches, look at Nigeria, look at Tinubu, look at Peter Obi, look at Nigeria, look at Buhari, look at the Boko Haram vice president. Look at everything. You are protecting the white man product. Why the ancient religion that whenever a politician who is a manipulator want to take an office and you tell him, I cannot fight you if you enter into power. I can't challenge you. But the only thing, before you enter, please, Swear in this land, take this palm wine, pour it on the ground, and make a promise. Then you can go. Watch it. That politician will never fail one promise that he made to that community. He will fulfill all of them. But give him Bible. Give him Bible. He will steal your mother and pregnant your mother that don't want to even see any man again. He will pick your mother and pregnant him. Her. I just want to tell you the difference between we and them. Thank you, my people, once again. Take this word. Enough is a word is enough for the wise men that are watching. God bless all of you. I mean the gods of our land, not the God of white man. Ciao.